smell, no decay. The mouse doesn't rot. It becomes a dry, preserved mummy inside
Oh
the
my
hive.
goodness.
Bees don't just defend their home, they sanitize it. When a mouse...
Alright. That was a little bit educational, man. I've been watching this video this short over and over again. And honey, it's about took over my life. It trips me out so much. Man, you and those damn McDonald wrappers. Anyways, this is ICA. Igor's Cable Access. Always unedited. Never rehearsed. And remember, I need that one like and that one subscriber. Will it be you? No, I doubt it. But anyways, let's trip out on this video. We'll both trip out on it together. This is a complete trip. This is an educational video, or I'm sorry, it's short, about bees and mice and what happens when they go in their hive. Let's check this out. I never would have thought this in a million years, but they turn mice into mummies. They sting them, but then they also turn them into mummies when they come into the hive. Let's look at this together. This is a complete trip.
invades a hive, bees sting it to death instantly.
But turn up a little bit.
The body is too heavy to remove. If it rots, bacteria could destroy the colony. So the bees do something incredible.
Wow.
They collect a sticky plant resin called propolis. Then they coat the entire corpse, layer by layer, sealing it completely.
That's a
no
complete
air,
trip.
No smell, no decay. The mouse doesn't rot. It becomes a dry, preserved mummy inside the hive. Bees don't just defend their home, they sanitize it. When a mouse
You know, that makes me trip out every time I see that, because it's like this mouse comes in there and they sting it to death, and then they put like this gooey, ooey booey pine tar on it, and it turns into some kind of like a mummy, and they call it a metropolis, panopolis, whatever the hell that stuff was. That's what they call it. It's that kind of a mummy, and it stays in there forever, and the bees just fly around there checking it out like it's just a piece of furniture, man, like it's just a decal, like it's just a badge of honor that stays inside that hive. I didn't know you could make mummies out of goo. I thought you used bandages. And you know, even more than that, I didn't know that bees made them. What other kind of animals make mummies? Let's see some more of this. Man, this is wild. Let's look at it again.
It's a hive, bees sting it to death instantly.
Goodness.
But there's a problem. The body is too heavy to remove. If it rots, bacteria could destroy
that hive looks like it's got lice in it.
So the bees do something incredible. They collect a sticky plant resin called propolis. Then they coat the entire corpse, layer by layer, sealing it completely. No air, no smell, no decay. The mouse doesn't rot. Man. It becomes a dry, preserved mummy inside the hive. Bees don't just defend their home, they sanitize it. When a mouse invades a hive...
You know, that mouse looks so cool, having all that, you know, pine tar and stuff on it. It'd be cool to have something like that, like somebody found one inside of a hive. That'd be the coolest thing to have sitting on your desk. A lot of people walk by and be like, what is that? And then you would explain the science of the ooey gooey metropolis mummy. Now, let's look at this one more time, because I've seen it so many times. I can get out there in the yard, act it out move by move. But before I do that, let's see it again. I never knew nature was such a trip, making mummies and stuff like that here.
Bees sting it to death instantly. But there's a problem. The body is too heavy to remove. If it rots, bacteria could destroy the colony. They could make a big exit inside there. So the bees do something incredible. They collect a sticky plant resin called propolis. Then they coat the entire corpse, layer by layer, sealing it completely. No air, no smell, no decay. The mouse doesn't rot. It becomes a dry, preserved mummy inside the hive. Bees don't just defend their home, they sanitize it. When a mouse invades a...
Alright. I guess other things could get in there, like, you know, hummingbirds and dogs and cats, but... Or a chihuahua. Could you imagine one of them things looking like a chihuahua? That would be such an absolute trip. Now, if you're a mouse and you watch this, I would not recommend going in a hive, because you might actually turn into one of those mummies. Man, I bet you could make one out of like Laffy Taffy and Bazooka, you know, Joe and stuff like that. It'd be a weird mummy, but honey, it'd have colors in it, it'd be pretty. This is a trip. Now, remember, if You ever try walking into a hive? You might just turn into a mummy. And something else, man. Don't ever run over a yellow jacket's nest with a lawnmower, honey. It's bad news. Because they will sting your ass. Now, until next time, this has been your boy Igor. Take it, leave it. But watch out for those propolis mummies. Did I say it right? Hell, who knows. But that was your science lesson for today. This ain't Mr. Wizard's effing world, but there it was. Next time we might try to fly a kite out in the yard and have electricity strike it and catch a key on fire. But until then, take it, leave it, kiss my ass, I'm out.
Bees sting it to
one
death
more time.
instantly. But there's a problem. The body is too heavy to remove. If it rots, bacteria could destroy the colony.
Get it out.
So the bees do something incredible. They collect a sticky plant resin called propolis. Then they coat the entire corpse, layer by layer, sealing it completely. No air, no smell, no decay. The mouse doesn't...
I'm telling you, I'm going to get on eBay. I'm going to get one of those. Before I go, I'm going to get one of those. I'm sure somebody at like Crocodile Dundee can find one. And I'm going to get one of them. And I'm going to put it in the background. I'm going to have it sticking right there on my TV and start putting in my effing videos. This time I'm really out. I'm out, bitches. Gonna go here well in the mailman.